Is Yoshi a Pokemon? Many believe that he's a dinosaur. But what kind of dinosaur looks like this? Turtle shell, large nose, and huge eyes. Think about it. Yoshi is a Pokemon. Now to further clarify things, I only believe that Yoshi is a Pokemon in the Pokemon universe, not in our universe. Meaning that Yoshi is a Mario character in our world, but a full-blown Pokemon in the game universe. How, you may ask? Now in every single Pokemon game, dating all the way back to Pokemon Fire Red, you'll notice that your room has some sort of Nintendo system. In Red, Blue, and Yellow, there is an SNES in the player's room. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, the player owns an N64. In Ruby and Sapphire, the player has a GameCube and a Game Boy Advance. In Diamond and Pearl, there is a Wii. In Black and White, there is also a Wii. In X and Y, there is a Wii U. And finally, in Sun and Moon, there's also another Wii U. These players have to be the only people who bought the system in the first place. Now, in Fire Red, you will see that the SNES has a Mario game in it. Mario to be exact. Meaning one of two things. That Mario is a fictitious character in the Pokemon universe as well as our own. Or that in the Pokemon universe, the game creator decided to make a game based on the person that exists already in the Pokemon universe. So if a Mario game is existent in the Pokemon world, we can only assume that Yoshi would be existent at some point in time as well. But where would the game developer have gotten the inspiration to make the Yoshi character? Well, he based it on a Pokemon. And hell, Mario could have been a trainer, but we'll get to that later. A little evidence to prove this. Well, look at Yoshi's egg. Now look at this typical Pokemon egg. Do you see a resemblance at all? We can also safely assume that Yoshi would probably be a fire type, considering he can shoot flame balls. And we can assume that Yoshis have other movesets as well. I mean, just look at this guy in Super Smash Bros.
Hey there, everybody. This is Ryu from Streets. Because geometry.
Yum yum.
What are we gonna do, Buzz?
Use your head.
But I don't want to use my head!
the people who hated on me.
Game! The winner is... Yoshi!
And look at that tongue. Can you think of any other Pokemon that has a tongue like this?
Mr. Bakery.
But there is one last piece of evidence that might actually confirm that Yoshi is, yes indeed, a Pokemon. When Yoshis hatch, they look completely different. They don't have shells or spines on their back yet. They also have much larger stomachs. I believe it's safe to assume that this could be the pre-evolution to Yoshi. Yoshi even goes on to get a final evolution with wings. Now remember earlier when I said Mario could have been a trainer? Have you ever noticed how good of friends Mario and Yoshi are? How they rely on each other hand in hand. Mario even helped save all the Yoshis in one game, who are different colors, but I'll cover that in a minute. And Yoshi helps Mario whenever needed. Doesn't that sound like the bond between a trainer and their Pokemon? There are even 8 different castles in Mario that the game developer could have used instead of using 8 gems from the Pokemon universe. Now if you're wondering why there are different colored Yoshis, maybe it's because they're from a different region, giving them a new form. Kind of like in Sun and Moon. Another popular question could be, why don't we see any Yoshis in game? Well, I believe it could be because Yoshi is extinct. Yoshi is a prehistoric Pokemon with undiscovered fossils. Of course, if this were true, it would be safe to assume that most enemies from the Mario universe could also be Pokemon. We're talking Goombas, Koopa Troopas, Bullet Bills, Piranha Plants, Bob-ombs, Buzzy Beetles, Hammer Bros, Cheep Cheeps, and even Bowser. I mean, it's a stretch, but what if Koopa Troopas evolved into Koopa Paratroopers and then after evolving either turn into Lakitu or maybe even Bowser? But that's a theory for another day. If you like this theory, make sure to smack that like button. And please hit that subscribe button to keep in touch with future theories. If you don't like or agree with this theory, please comment below and tell us why. I'm Grayson from GameOdyssey, and your mind has just been invaded.